What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Rod Silver, Super Cost Blog. They here to talk about this movie Risen. Talk about stuff I liked, stuff I didn't like. Topic of is this bad Christian art, etc. First, let's start out with the positive things I liked about this movie. Obviously, it's a different take from the same old formula type of movies that we see from Christian films. Just a different aspect. It felt like I was watching a apologetics version of a Christian movie. If you read books, if you're a Christian nerd, you read books like Case for Christ, old school Evidence Demands a Verdict. A lot of these books revolve around arguments that the resurrection was true, the resurrection was historical, and this movie didn't really go into pre-crucifixion Christ, but this was the period after he died, and then before his ascension. And so it just had this real apologetics vibe. Of course, it's fictional, but it made it in a way to seem like something that could have happened during that time. So that was good. That was positive. Another positive aspect: there was no bad amateur acting. You expect that from Christian films to have bad acting, just bad acting. And though I wasn't familiar with a lot of these actors, I know a lot of people are. I wasn't, but at the same time, there wasn't a feeling of, man, here we go with the bad Christian acting. Some professional actors, so that made things transition smoothly. Now, from a negative aspect, even though there was good acting, some of the dialogue, got a little sometimes cheesy. Remember, there was one line talking about, I believe, the dude, what is his name, Clavius. He was basically questioning the dude and he was like, where are his disciples? And then the dude was like, they're everywhere. Like, all right, man, come on. That's just clearly, a line to get the emotion from the crowd. And there were a couple of those, but overall, like I said, the acting was good. The negative aspect of this movie was too long. It was a particular formula that you had with the main character. I mean, he's searching for these different witnesses of who could have possibly seen the resurrection. And, different people are hiding and stuff. And it just became like this formula. He kicks down the door. He questions people. He searches for people. He asks some questions. Now, even though the main character was interesting, a lot of the supporting characters were not. They were I wasn't looking for Tarantino type of dialogue, but I was looking for some great interactions with these different, people in the Bible, and different characters, and I didn't get that. Like I said, this formula of kicking down the door and questioning people, it just became tiresome after a minute. Like, after an hour, because this movie's like 2 hours. After an hour, it's like, okay, it's predictable. Along with that, problem I had was the main character. As a Roman, I expected him to be a little bit more ruthless. You're basically searching for this dead body, and I expected this dude to be beating up folks, to be ruthless. I mean, police brutality times 1,000. And the dude was, I'm not saying he was a punk, but he wasn't roughing up folks the way I think he should have. I mean, this is an important thing. He knew the cost if, Jesus was alive. And dude just was not ruthless enough for me. I mean, I would have been beating up everybody. the disciples, like, where's he at? You know what I'm saying? I would have been doing some Jack Bauer stuff on the disciples to find out where this body was at. All right, that he didn't have that urgency to me. Yeah, he was searching, but he needed a little bit of Jack Bauer in him, man. You know who Jack Bauer is? That's a show 24. He needed a little bit more ruthless. You know, he wasn't a Christian, so why are you so nice? Yeah, I didn't like that about the movie. But yeah, I mean, the main thing about this movie, it was just too long. Too long. And that's not a bad Christian art critic. That's just bad editing. And you don't have to be a Christian movie to know that, you know, something is too long. I mean, I watch Tarantino films. And it's like, hey, this is just too long. I watch, you know, some of the Marvel films, and they're too long. So it's not a bad Christian art type of thing. But at the same time, it really hurt this movie from being good. I mean, it was, you know, a C plus B minus type of movie, but this could have been way better. But from a creativity standpoint, I give it credit. You know what I'm saying? Acting, dialogue definitely could have been better, but it just needed to be shorter, man. So, you know, it was an okay movie for a Christian movie. That's my thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you love this movie. Let me know. Proceed with Cost of Blood, because we sussing them out.